What is going on, guys? Shumble Gaming here with a collectible guide for the game Star Wars Bounty Hunter. This is a relaunch game that is now out on Xbox Series X. This video will be for all 18 of the secret feathers that are located throughout the game. There's 18 levels and there's one feather in each level. After you beat the game, there is a chapter select option. So if you do miss one or two, or you want to just play the game without a collectible guide at first, you can always go back and collect them that way. The first one is going to be the easiest to get. This is going to be Chapter 1, Level 1, Fight Pit Arena. You're going to come to an area and there's going to be a lot of enemies in this hallway. You'll wait for a man to come out of this door so that you can progress the game. After you go up this hallway, there is a secret entrance on the left or to a secret room where you'll find a bounty and your first secret feather. Next up, we are on Chapter 1, Level 2, Merchant Row. This is going to be right after you get the jetpack for the first time, and you can now use it. It's going to be in the same area that you get the jetpack, just very high up. So you'll just have to do some platforming here to get up to it. You'll actually have to jump to the one to the right to get up to it, as I learned, after a couple of failed attempts. So go to the highest point and then fly towards it to get to your second feather. Moving on, Chapter 1, Level 3, Dock and Bay. This is the very beginning of the level. So you'll have some enemies shooting you in front of you. There's a secret pipe that's right below the very beginning of the level. So drop down and then drop down again to get into the pipe. There's also a bounty here if you're going for those as well. So this is the third feather. Good luck with the bounties if you are going for them. There are a lot of them. Moving on to Chapter 2, Level 1. This is going to be Entertainment District. You're going to come out a door and you're going to have a path that you'll have to climb up here. This is going to be while you are on the objective for capture Jervis Gloom alive. You're basically going to be chasing him throughout the level for a little bit. So after you come up this path, hang a right, and there are going to be a lot of enemies here. I've taken most of them out already. Then after that, you're going to hang a left. You're going to have this large open area here. And then if you go all the way to the left of it, down to the end, and you jump up, follow the path, you will find the next feather. Moving on to Chapter 2, Industrial District. This is Chapter 2, Level 2. You'll have a hallway with a bunch of enemies here, kind of as a point to look out for this one. You'll get a checkpoint there as well. At the end of it, you'll go into a new room here, and this is going to be, there's going to be some black and red scaffolding as well as some black and yellow scaffolding. You will have to climb all the way to the top of this to progress. Don't climb up the scaffoldings yet. Just hang at the bottom and keep circling all the way around to find the next feather. Chapter 2, Level 3, Upper City. You're going to shimmy across a very long ledge. And at the end of it, there is going to be a ladder, which you need to climb to progress the story. Do not climb that ladder. Instead, we are going to hang to the right. And we are going to follow this little path all the way around to find the next feather. If you keep following the path all the way around, it will actually bring you back to another ladder you can take too. So just follow this path all the way around to get the next feather. We are on to Chapter 3, the break-in. This is Chapter 3, Level 1. You're going to use a control panel to unlock that door, which we just walked through. This is going to be into a new area here where there's going to be a lot of enemies. This game loves to just throw vast amounts of enemies at you. Towards the back of this room, there's going to be some black storage containers. If you use your jetpack to fly up above them, you can kind of notice the next secret feather. This one's pretty well hidden, so look out for it. Moving on to Chapter 3, Level 2, the breakout now. We are going to open these large doors and you're going to be going through into a large prison area here. There are going to be a lot of enemies in this room. I've cleared most of them out already. But in this room, there's going to be kind of 3 levels of prison cells. At the top of the 3rd level in one of the prison cells is our next feather. Okay, chapter 3, level 3, the escape. This is going to be the third power reactor that you need to power down. They all look exactly the same, so it kind of makes it confusing of which one it is. So this is the third power reactor that you are shutting down, and this is where we'll find the next feather. It is under one of the platforms that are leading to doors around the room. It's actually under the platform door which we came in. So this is chapter 3, level 3, the escape, in the third power reactor room. Moving on to chapter 4, we're on level 1, Jungle Trek. You're going to be basically flying around from these tree platforms to progress the story. You're going to land here. There's going to be a building that you need to go in to progress the story. You're going to have to hit a control panel in there. Don't go in there quite yet. Instead, we're going to kind of circle around, use this tree platform to jump up into a secret area and grab the next feather. Moving on to chapter 4, level 2. This is going to be the compound. This is going to be after you have gotten up to this point, and you're going to use this control panel in front of you to use the bridge to help Zam across the waterfall. So right after you do that, you're going to then look towards the waterfall, and you're going to find this secret little hut here that's built into the mountain. Inside of it will be a bounty as well as your next feather. And then chapter 4, level 3, Death Stick Factory. This is the very beginning. You're gonna jump down. You're gonna have to go through this to progress the story. Instead of going down again, you're gonna want to fly to the left, find somewhere to land, and then fly to the very end of the room. Inside will be a secret room with the next feather. All right, moving on to chapter 5, level 1, Longbow 2 guns. You'll have to work down this path here. To the left is where you want to go. You'll notice this katana basically in front of you. Towards the back of this room, behind one of the sort of tables here, is going to be the next secret feather. I don't actually have this one on film. The capture card glitched. I wasn't able to recover it. It's going to be right here. Again, you have to pass by this katana here to progress the story, so just go inside of it and grab the next feather. Chapter 5, level 2, Tuscan Canyon. This platform that I'm standing on is actually a checkpoint, so you'll get there, you'll grab the checkpoint feather, and then if you fly around, you'll notice a large area. If you hang to the right, you will get the next feather. If you do jump down here, you can fly up there and grab it as well. Chapter 5, level 3, onto the palace. We are going to work into this room where there are going to be a lot of the sort of black shadow enemies. I don't really know what exactly their names are. Some Star Wars lore will tell me. And if we hang to the right side of this room, we will find the next feather here. And then let's get on to chapter 6, the last chapter. This is Moon of the Dead. You might notice the feather when you first come into this area. This is kind of a longer path to get to it, but you'll have to work all the way down this long sort of street that's kind of been blown up here. Towards the end of the street, you will then be able to climb on top of the buildings and then follow the path to work your way back around to where we saw the feather when we first came into it, which was behind a fence. Chapter 6, level 2, Volsa's Lair. You're going to have a bat enemy flying at you. You'll have to slide down this hill in front of you with a bunch of enemies at the end of them. And then you might notice there's a torch, and then there's a red pickup there as well. When we land on that platform with the torch, we're going to want to turn around, and you'll find the kind of secret ledge that we're going to jump on to get the next feather. So after you slide down the hill, and you have to go this way to progress the story. You're going to land on this platform, but then turn around and grab the secret feather. And then finally, the last level, Chapter 6, Level 3, the final confrontation. We are going to go through a door, and then as we kind of work our way around the hallways, to the left is going to be the checkpoint and the door you need to go into to progress the story. Just keep hanging around the hallway, and at the end of it will be your last secret feather. Hope this video did prove helpful in grabbing you all 18. Hope you enjoyed the game, and hope if it did help you, appreciate a like and subscribe, and check out the channel for more videos, and have a good day.